Hello students, I am Sandeep patil and today let's solve some mathematics. Today we are going to solve some questions from the well-known book R.D. Sharma, and our chapter is arithmetic progression. We have already solved some of the questions and our today's exercise is 5.6 and we will continue from the question number 58. So let's start. So first of all, let's see some formulas. We already have studied arithmetic progression, so we know the formulas. So this is the basic arithmetic progression, you all know. The basic terms are, first term is called as a, common difference we know, that is small d, and the nth term a plus n minus 1d. So we know all these things, so let's not waste some time on that. And this is the important formula for today's session, sum of the n terms. We are going to solve the problems from this, right? So Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a being the first term, plus n minus 1d, d being the common difference. And n means what? If there are how many terms, how many terms we are supposed to consider, right? So suppose I want to take the summation of all these 4 terms, I'm going to use n as 4, right? So this is how we are going to solve some questions today. So this is the question from the R.D. Sharma book. If you have the copy, you can keep it as reference. So question number 58, exercise 5.6. So first of all, this is the question from CBSE 2016 exam, so very important question. It will clear many of the concepts. So first of all, let's see which concepts it includes. So sum of n terms, as I said, important formula for this session. Then we have the quadratic equation. We need the concept of quadratic equation, how to solve that. And distance is equal to speed into time. So this is the basic formula from physics. Okay. So let's take a look at the question. So in image I can see I have here given some image, thief and police. Obviously we know as well as there is a thief, obviously there should be a police, right? So let's see the question. A thief, after committing the theft, runs at a speed of, at a uniform speed, this is the important word here, is running uniform speed of 50 meter per minute, right? So uniform speed, we know in the physics, uniform speed means if thief travels equal distances in equal time interval. Okay, then after 2 minutes, policeman runs to catch him. So what happens? Thief is already started running for 2 minutes with the speed of 50 meter per minute. How many distance he has already covered? 50 into 2, that is 100. Good. So after he has traveled 100 meter, we can say, the policeman now starts to run and he wants to catch him, obviously. Now what they are saying, it is simple logic that obviously police has to run faster than thief to catch him. So let's say he goes 60 meter in first minute. What they are saying? He goes in 60 meter in first minute and increases his speed by 5 meter per minute. So in first minute he is covering 60 meter. What happened in the second minute? He is increasing speed by 5 meter per minute. So in second minute, what I can say? He is moving by 60 plus 5, that is 65. In third minute, good, 70. In fourth minute, 75. So on. So what is our question? After how many minutes the policeman will catch the thief? So this is our question. And as we have seen, these 3 concepts we are going to make. So now let's take a look how to solve this question. Now assume police catches the thief in n minutes. We don't know how many minutes he is going to catch. So let's assume he is catching the thief in n minutes. So obviously police is running for total number of n minutes, right? And what about thief? Thief has already started 2 minutes before. So total number of minutes is n plus 2 for thief we are talking about, right? Okay. So let's say distance covered by thief and distance covered by police, right? So let's calculate this too. I know the formula for distance covered by thief, that is speed into time, right? We have seen this in the previous slide. So speed is, the thief has a uniform speed, that is 50, into time, n plus 2, good. Then distance covered by police. Now there is no speed given, this increase in the speed is given there. So what I can say, to find a distance or total distance covered by the police, what I have to do? First of all, I will say in first minute he is traveling 60 meter, in second minute 65, good, in third 70, and so on, right? I can write 75 and so on. So what I can see here, there is an AP with the first term, that is A. A is equal to, let me write 65. What about D? My D is common difference, that is 5. Good. And now I want to calculate the addition. I have to add all these numbers up to which minute? Up to nth minute, right? So now we are going to use the formula for SN here. So what is the formula for SN? SN is nothing but n by 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1 d. So this is my formula, right? Okay, let's substitute some values. So this becomes n, we have to calculate, we don't know the n, 2 into 60 plus, I have here n, again it is unknown, d is my 5, right? So this is what we have to calculate now, okay? So the simple logic is there. Obviously when police will catch the thief, simple, whenever the distance traveled by both will be same, we can say police will catch the thief, simple, okay? Good. So distance covered by the thief should be equal to distance covered by the police. So I know the distance covered by the thief we have written in the previous slide, that is 50 into n plus 2, right? Good. What about distance covered by the police? We have written it summation, that is n by 2. If you do remember in the previous slide, 60 into 2 plus n minus 1, my d is 5, right? So let's solve this one now. For n, we can say there is only one unknown, so we can easily solve that for unknown, that n. So 2 into 50 will become 100. Let's take this 2 to the LHS side. So this is 100, n plus 2. Here I will have n in bracket 120 plus 5n minus 5, right? Okay. So let's solve this bracket. This becomes 100n plus 2. N will be as it is. 120 minus 5 will become 115 plus 5n. Again solve the second bracket, RHS bracket. So this becomes 115, not 111. This is 115, right? 115n plus 5 n square is equal to what? 100n plus 2. Now you can see this is the quadratic equation. So what we can do? Bring this quadratic equation in the standard form. How to do that? So 5n square, I will write it here. I have here 115n, here 100n. So mix them together, so that will become plus 5n, right? Yeah, so here it's not 2, right? Here I am supposed to write 200, not 2. So let me correct that one. So this is 200, yes, and this will become minus 200. Why? Because we are actually taking 100n plus 200 to the RHS side, right? So in standard form I can write something like this. So again I can take the 5 as a common from this and just divide the 0 by 5. So again reducing it to the short form, I will get something like this, n square. Again I have, this is 15n plus, this will be 3n minus 40 is equal to 0. Now this is our standard format of quadratic equation. We know how to solve the quadratic equation. Just take the last term, that is minus 40. So I will need two numbers of minus 40, so that their multiplication will be minus 40 and addition will be plus 3 or positive 3, we can say. So obviously the number will be 8 and minus 5. So we know how to calculate this, how to solve this quadratic equation. So this becomes 8n minus 5n minus 40 is equal to 0, right? So n plus 8 minus 5, n plus 8 is equal to 0. So I can say n plus 8 is equal to 0 or n minus 5 is equal to 0. We know all this process to solve the quadratic equation, not difficult, right? So n is equal to minus 8 or n becomes 5. which value we are supposed to take. Now remember the important concept, n, we have assumed n is the number of minutes, and number of minutes can never be negative. So what I can say, this minus 8 is cannot be my answer. So my n is equal to 5. So after 5 minutes, police is going to catch the thief. Okay, so very simple question if you do understand the concept very easily. Okay, good. So hope you understood this question. If you do, please like, share, subscribe to our channel so we can solve more and more questions. Okay, so let's move to the next question now. Question number 59. What it says, the sum of first n terms of 3 APs. Now there are 3 different APs are given. S1, S2 and S3. The first term is 5. Right, for each term. So what they are saying, there are 3 different APs and the first term of each AP is 5 and their common differences are 2, 4 and 6 respectively. So everybody has the common difference, that is denoted by small d. We know that it is difference, but A, that is first term, is same. And what we have to prove, S1 plus S3 is equal to twice S2. That's what we have to prove. So again, if you observe that this was again the question from the CBSE exam 2016. So again, it becomes a very important question for us, right? So let's see. Again, we are going to use the same formula, Sn, sum of the n terms. Now, as we said, there are 3 different APs. So for the first AP, A, that is first term is 5, common difference is D. For second AP also, first term is A, that is 5, common difference is 4. Here, same, first term is A, but common difference is 6. So using this first formula, I'm going to find the S1, S2 and S3. S1 denotes the sum of the n terms for the first AP. So let me calculate S1. Right, I have the formula here, just substitute the values of A and D. So looking at the formula, n will remain as it is. So this is n by 2. Then I have 2 into A is my 5, right? Plus n as it is. And D is given as 2, right? Okay. So what I will do, this 2 in the denominator, I will take that 2 inside the bracket. So let's see what happens. It will divide both the terms. There are 2 terms, right? So it will divide both the terms. So here 2 into 5 divided by 2, I will just have 5 there, right? And what happens here? Plus n minus 1 I can write. So this becomes n in bracket 4 plus n, or finally I can write it 4n plus n square, right? So this is my S1. Let's calculate S2 by using the same method. Everything is same, only difference is the small d, right? So again 2 into 5 is same, plus n minus 1. What about the common difference? It is 4, right? So this is n. Again I will take this denominator 2 from the denominator inside the bracket. It will become 5 plus n minus 1 into 4 divided by 2 becomes 2, right? Okay, so if I calculate this one, this bracket will become en in bracket 5 plus 2n minus 2, right? Good. So this becomes 3 plus n, right? So I can say the n 3 plus 2n. Good. What happens then? This is 3n plus 2n square. Okay, so I also got S1, S2. Let's calculate the S3 now. So again everything remains same, n by 3. Only difference we know, that is the small d is the difference. So this is n minus 1, small d is 6 in this case. Right? So what happens after calculation? Again what we can do? Let me check correct here. This is n by 2, right? Okay, so this is n. Then we have 5 plus n minus 1 into 3 in this case. Okay, what happens here? What I can say, this becomes 2 plus 3n, right? So this finally will become 2n plus 2n plus 3n square we can write here. Okay, so we got the S1, S2, S3 three formulas, and what we have to prove? S1 plus S2 is equal to twice S2. This is what we have to prove. So these are three equations I got in the previous slide. So S1 plus S3 is equal to twice S2. I have to prove that. So what we can do? Just take the LHS of the proof. So what is the LHS? S1 plus S2, right? So this is my LHS. 4n plus n square plus S3 2n plus 3n square. Instead of S1 S3, I have directly written this value. So what I am going to get? 4n plus 2n, that will become 6n, plus n square plus 3n square, that will become 4n square. Now just take a look at the RHS side of the equation, that is 2s2. So what I can do? S2 is my 3n plus 2n square. Can we see any similarity in here? Obviously we have to just take the 2 common from these two terms. So this will become 3n plus 2n square. So finally I will get the answer to this 2. Right? So this is also one of the important question which have came in the exam of CBSE 2016. Okay, so I hope you understood this question. If you do, please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and so we can solve as many questions as possible. So today we'll stop here, but before stopping I want you to solve one question, this question, and please write the answers in the comment. I'll just give a hint how to solve this one. So what is the question? Resham wanted to save 6,500 for sending her daughter to school next year after 12 months. So this 12 number is important. She saved 450 in the first month. So what we can say? A, that is our first term of the AP, is 450. And raise her savings by 20 every month. So AP becomes 450, 470, 490, so on. So if this is the AP, you got A, you got D, right? D is how much? 20. How much will she be able to save in next 12 months? So N we have used 12. Will she be able to send her daughter to school next year? So answer to this question is very easy. You just have to see if in total N months can she save the 6,500 rupees, right? Just check that. So how to do that? We know the formula for Sn. Sn is equal to n by 2 in bracket 2a plus n minus 1 d, right? So you have to solve this question and put your answers in the comment box, and we'll stop here. Thank you very much, and please remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Okay, so we can solve as many questions as we can. Thank you.